Hi! If you are watching right now, this is the replay and we are no longer live, but welcome! I am making the Aries Crossbody bag by Knotted Threads Co. today. This is going to be more of an ASMR, so not a whole lot of chit chat, just going straight through. I make a couple pieces a little bit different than the pattern, and I will share with you those differences. So I make my shoulder strap 24 inches long by 2.5 inches wide. I'm going to make it where there is a clean folded edge, so there's no raw edge. I have a tutorial on how to do this. Ugh. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I don't really say that often. Hello, Darlene. Hi, Vivian. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. 3-putt stitching. I sew too. Thanks, Adrian. Just hopped on. What are you making? Hi, Graham. This is the Aries Crossbody bag by Knotted Threads Co. with a couple of changes. Do I make backpacks? Yes. This is going to be the shoulder strap for the bag. Hi, Jennifer. First time on this page. Oh, thanks. Welcome. All right, shoulder strap is done. This is the bag that we're making right here. I'm just using a different print. So the shoulder strap is removable and you can add a crossbody strap. I also offer a chain strap for this as well. All right, let's set this aside. I'm going to show you guys the print for today's bag. This is going to be the outside, this is going to be the front, and this is going to be the back. And then the interior is this really pretty cotton eye line with SF101. So this is kind of what the bag is going to look like with a black shoulder strap. And then I have a red crossbody strap that I'm going to be making. Isn't it cute? It's my second time watching you and I'm just amazed. Oh, thanks. Thanks for watching. All right, so let's start. We did our shoulder strap. Let's do our connectors. The pattern doesn't call for it, but I do line my connectors with Decaville Light. I like just the added security and strength that it gives it. This is double-sided tape. Now, ask where you get your patterns. I have them custom printed. Is there a catalog or menu? Yeah, my website is butterbags.com. It's also linked in my TikTok profile. If you click on the BB up in the top corner, it'll take you to my profile. And then right underneath my name, Butterbags, it has a link to my website. Hey, Deanie. Do I sell patterns? I do. They're listed on my website as well. I just got on Tara maybe 5 minutes ago. I just made the shoulder strap and showed off the pattern. We're making the Aries bag. This bag right here. Sorry, you guys, my allergies are like killing me. All right, our shoulder strap connectors are done. Just gonna go ahead and prep them for when we put them on. I have the pattern piece that I have cut out in a plastic cutting mat, so it's gonna last forever. Okay, let me set this aside and start working on the interior. The interior fabric is kind of narrow, so you can't really get a whole lot on there. This is an addition that I made to the pattern. I do add a little card holder, and it is 4 1/4 inches wide and then 2 1/2 inches long. And then I measure in 1 inch on each side, and then I just make a curve. So you can do this with just anything that has a curved edge. I think I may have used this to make it. So I'm just gonna add some double-sided tape to the bottom. That's gonna hold it in place while we sew it on. Oh, do I sell my prints? I don't. I have a couple of wristlet kits that come with the pattern vinyl that I sell. Those are the only things, so I don't sell it like by the yard or half yard. All right, so our card pocket is stitched on. You can hold it. This holds about 4 or 5 credit cards on the inside. Okay, next let's make our zipper closure. So I'm going to go with a black coordinating vinyl. So on this bag it's brown. For this bag it's going to be black, and then the zipper is going to be red. And if you missed, this is going to be the front, this is going to be the back with the red and black, and then this really pretty interior. Oh, awesome, Vaughn. Which one? Oh, Melanie, I hope you love it. If anybody doesn't know, this bag right here, oh, it's so hard to point, is the Leilani. Okay, so I'm going to sew my zipper open. That way there's a nice little curve on the edge of it when we're done. Susan. Oh, thanks, Vaughn. The zipper panel is also an addition that I made to the pattern so I can give you guys the measurements. Sorry, my air conditioner is like right above me. I have 4 pieces of vinyl that measure 8 inches wide by 1.5 inches, or 8 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. And then I have a zipper end that measures 1 3/4 by 1.5. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, so if you want to watch the replay, all the measurements and everything from this video will be there. Hey, Peggy. Thanks, Robin. Sometimes the back kind of peeks through. That's okay. I'm just going to trim it so it's nice and flush with the front. Hey, Patricia. So that's why we curved the zipper in the beginning, because it just gives it a really pretty finish once it's actually in the panel. Now I'm going to add the zipper in. Zipper in the beginning, because it just gives it a really pretty finish once it's actually in the panel. Now I'm going to add the zipper in. I cut down 2.5 inches from the tail. Hey Natalie. These are called Wonder Clips. I have them linked in my Amazon storefront, I think. You go to amazon.com/shop/butterbags, my storefront of all of the tools that I buy and all of the things that I buy from Amazon. I think Amazon has the knockoff ones. These are a little bit, the Wonder Clips are actually a little bit more expensive, but Amazon does have a knockoff brand that work. They work. These don't break. I've never broken a Wonder Clip, but the ones that I've gotten from Amazon, I have had to replace. Okay, now I'm going to sew that on. I'm going to trim this down about 1/8 of an inch. All right. Zipper panel is all done. I'm going to mark the center. Because now we're going to go ahead and put together all of the interior. So we'll start with this. Let me mark this center as well. While I'm here, let me just go ahead and do it for all my pieces. Hey Melissa, the interior fabric, if that's what you're asking about, I got this from Joanne. Let me go ahead and do for the outside. The outside, I just have to mark the center of the bottom. Okay. Center. And then now the interior gets this top band, so we're going to line that up so that way we can sew all 3 of these layers at the same time. Then we're going to open it up and do a top stitch. Yes, these are amazing. I get these from Amazon too. It's also linked in my storefront. They come in like a pack of 3 and it's really inexpensive. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side of the interior. Find our center, line up the center mark that we made on the zipper panel. Grab our other top band. Get all those lined up so we can sew them together. Hey Christy, this is a peacock bag. I just made it, gosh, was it yesterday? I think I just made it yesterday. No, last week. Yesterday I did the flamingo. Okay, interior's almost done. So when we look into the bag, we're going to see this top. And so all we need to do is add what's called a gusset, which is the material on a bag that gives the bag depth. Now, just like the interior top band, the gusset also gets a top band. So I'm going to sew that on first. And open up and top stitch it just like we did the interior. All right, now what I'm going to do, I have it the center marked. I'm going to go ahead and mark or match up the center of the bottom with the center of my gusset. And it's kind of hard working with the zipper panel, but you just want to pull your fabric out of the way. It'll work. It'll be close quarters, but it'll work. The same thing over here. Now for my curves, I like to use pins. When I'm sewing, I have to take the pins off so that I can sew, or I have to take the clips off so I can sew through. You can't sew over clips. You can sew over pins. And because the curve is just a little bit more difficult when you're sewing, instead of, it's not a straight line, when you take the clips off, sometimes the fabric can shift. And so to keep that from happening, I just like to add a couple of pins in the corner. That way I can keep those in, make sure my fabric stays together. And make sure my fabric stays together. The straight ways, I just use clips. The liner reminds me of the Magic School Bus. I know, me too. That's what I thought about as soon as I bought it. Well, clips. The liner reminds me of the Magic School Bus. I know, me too. That's what I thought about as soon as I bought it. Well, I saw it online. Frizzle. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and sew it down, making sure that the other side is out of the way. So see how I have to take my clips off when I sew? I can't sew through them. I don't have to do that with the pins. All right, the side is done. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So we're gonna add the other side to the gusset so that it makes it the full bag. This is cotton and the black is vinyl or faux leather. Hey Claire. Thanks, Deanie. All right, interior is all done. So the top of our bag is going to look like this. When we open it, we're gonna have our interior with the credit card pocket on one side. I am gonna go ahead and sew open my side seams so that they lay nice and flat. It's just gonna have a pocket on one side. I am going to go ahead and sew open my side seams so that they lay nice and flat. It's just going to help us when we put the exterior layer. Hi, Aries. Thanks, Patricia. Make sure I don't sew over my zipper. Okay. I'm gonna set my interior side and start working on the exterior. All right, so here is the front, if you missed it, and then here is the back. The reason why I didn't make the front and back the same is because the back, it's a zipper. So if I made it the same, it would be covering up the text at the top. So I just created it with the little apple. Okay, let's start with our zipper pocket. The zipper pocket is 7 inches tall by 9 inches wide, and then a 9-inch zipper. What would you mainly use that single? Credit cards. So like for example, I don't carry a wallet. I just have like 2 cards that I use, and then my ID, a couple of my IDs. So that would be perfect for me because I don't normally carry a whole bunch of cards, which would require a wallet. So this bag is for like a minimalist because it's not very big. It still holds a lot, but it's not like a full-size big bag. Put everything and the kitchen sink in it. All right, so here's what our zipper pocket looks like. Let me add my zipper pull. All right, I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to work on the zipper panel. Thanks, Morningstar. All right, so this is double-sided tape. This is going to hold this in place while I sew it on. This is the first time like 10 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. Which some people love to carry around everything. I am not one of those people. Okay, so if you're making this pattern and want to add the zipper, I go down 1.5 inches from this top line and center it. And then now I'm going to sew around the outside. Going to pull through my threads so that I can knot them off. I think it just gives it a really seamless look on the outside. When we're sewing, we're going to start and stop in the same stitch hole. And then we're going to knot our threads off. Thanks, Laurel. Do I sew right on the tape? Yes. So I started and stopped right here, and I'm not sure if you can see it. Now we're going to cut right through the center. I'm going to use my seam ripper to get started and then switch to my scissors. I'm going to go under it and cut about 1/4 of an inch up. And then come to the back. Cut straight up on both sides. And then just lay my scissors nice and flat and just trim it. So we're leaving about 1/4 inch of fabric outside of that. But we want to cut enough away so that when you're looking from the front side, you don't see any of that fabric back here. And then now what we're going to do is add our zipper. So I'm going to add another piece of double-sided tape. This one I'm not going to sew on. So I'm putting the tape where the first row of stitches are. And we're going to sew this inside box. So this step I'm not sewing over the double-sided tape. This is just going to hold my pocket in place while I'm sewing. Then I'm going to center my zipper. All right, and then I'm going to sew inside of that box. Pull through my thread. To the back stitch. No, I'm creating a second stitch line. I'll show you. So the first set of stitches were around the perimeter of the panel, and then this set of stitches was right inside of the rectangle. So you can see there's actually 2 sets of stitches on both sides. Okay, now what we're going to do is trim the bottom. The top, I'm going to align to the bottom. I don't want to pull this all the way down because then I lose some pocket on the inside, and I'll show you what I mean. open this up a little bit. Okay, so because I didn't pull it all the way down, I actually have a little bit of room on the top. So if I were to just cut off if I were to pull this down, I would only have from the top of the zipper down, but now I have about an extra inch. So for example, this would fit, plus something a little bit taller. Like a phone. A phone would definitely fit. Plus you could add way more stuff in there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is add a little extra glue to the edges where my zipper is. The ends of the zipper are going to get the most wear because when you open it all the way up, it's going to hit that side, and then when you close it all the way up, it's going to hit this side. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on either side, just a little bit right there. And it just gives it a little bit more stability with the pull being used so much. Okay, gonna set that aside. That's the back. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our gusset for the outside. So I marked the center, I have my center. Gonna go ahead and line those up. And just clip it all the way around. You change your angle of camera stand so we can't see you right. So I go live Tuesday and Thursday where it's front facing and we can chat. This is just an extra day. And it's just a different view. This header is not mine. This is by Knotted Threads Co. It's called the Aries. Okay, so if you were with me when I sewed the inside, remember how I said the curve on the bottom is a little bit more challenging, so I use pins to keep it in place. Well, you can't pin vinyl or faux leather. It will leave a hole in it. So what I do is add a couple of staples outside of where I'm sewing, and then just to remove them when I'm done. That's going to keep my fabric in place while I sew and not leave holes that can be visible, because the staples are all the way at the edge and I'm going to be sewing below them. See how it's not even close to the stitches or the staples. And then now I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Okay. So that is the front. I didn't know if I wanted to add my name tag to the front or if I wanted to just add it to the zipper. Just because there's a lot going on here and I don't want to add like my name tag in the center. So I'll probably do it, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm going to clip my zipper pocket out of the way that we just made. Going to match up my center mark with the center mark. And then clip those together and then do the exact same thing. So glad I got off work early. Hey Terry, thanks for watching. Alright, I'm going to take out my staples. Probably going to trim these corners with my pinking shears just to get a little extra fabric out of there so it lays a lot flatter once I turn it right side out after I make the bag. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know that it was magnetized back there. Make sure I got all my staples out. Alright, done with that. Done with that. Oh no. So I'm just going to trim some of this seam allowance with my pinking shears just to get as much fabric out of there as I can. I'm leaving behind about 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Just like the inside, I'm going to go ahead and sew my side seams open so that they lay nice and flat. Where do you get your patterns? Are you talking about like the prints for my bag or like the pattern on how to make it? My prints get custom printed and the patterns, they come from, I have some that I've made, I've bought some, so those are just kind of all over. Yeah, this particular bag is called the Aries Crossbody bag. The pattern maker is Knotted Threads Co. And then like the bags that are back here, those are all my patterns. Okay, side seams are stitched open. Now the way that this bag is finished, it's called a drop-in lining. So we're literally going to drop our interior that we made earlier into our exterior and then sew them together at the top. To get a finished edge instead of having this raw edge all the way around, what we're going to do is fold this over like this so that it has a nice finished edge. And to hold the fold down, we're going to use double-sided tape. This is 1/4 inch double-sided tape. It's also called leather tape. I get mine from wallwack.com. I'm just going to line it all the way up around the outside. And then we're going to treat the inside the exact same way. Alrighty. I'm going to start with the inside. So I'm going to make sure that my tape is adhered all the way around just by giving it a good press. My website is butterbags.com. It's also linked in my TikTok, so if you click on the BB up here, it'll take you to my TikTok profile. And right underneath my page description is a link to my website. Okay, so I got the tape backing off. Going to fold this down. I start with my side seams. I'm gonna add a couple clips. I find that's the stress point because the material is just a little bit thicker there. So I'm just gonna clip that down. And then just keep going all the way around. Just pushing it down in the tape right along that line. And if you mess up, it's tape. You can just pull it right up and then reposition it back down. There we go. So that side is done. This is brand new, so it is not a custom order. This will be available as soon as I finish. I'm going to go ahead and post it to the website. I have 2 of them. It's first come, first serve. Okay, so the inside is all done. And again, that now gives the top of the edge the finished look, so we don't have that raw material, that raw edge. We're going to do the same thing for the exterior. I'm going to turn it right side out first. Hey Sherry! I can't give prices on live, but this is called an Aries. So if you go to my website and just type in Aries, A-R-I-E-S, the prices will show up for you. If I give prices on live, then I have to do a whole disclaimer, yada yada. So they're listed on my website. Okay, we're gonna tuck the bag in. I wanna make sure that my zipper opening is opening the same way. So I close both of my zippers. This one is opening this way, so I want this one to open this way as well. Make sure that's tucked in correctly when it's time. I'm going to go ahead and pull off the double-sided tape, backing, and then do the same thing. Fold that down to meet the line. Gonna clip my side seams. And then just keep going. There we go. So we have the finished edge on the outside. All right, we're going to tuck this in. Unzip it. We're going to start with matching our side seams. So the exterior side seams, you want that to line up with our interior side seams. And clip that in place. And then we're going to come over here and do the same thing. If your fold starts lifting up, it's okay. Just fold it back down. All right, and then just keep going. No, thank you. Coming up out of my tape. Thank you guys. Okay. Making sure everything lays nice and flat. So that's essentially what it's going to look like when it's done. And then all we have to do is sew around the top, which will combine the interior and the exterior together. And then we have to add our, let me see if I can point to it right here, our shoulder strap connectors to the bag. And then we got to make the crossbody strap and we're all done. I'm going to start and stop on the side. The connector is attached to the side like this, so when I start and stop, I'm going to back stitch so you don't notice those extra stitches. About how many hours does it take to make one bag? It really depends on the style. Some styles take longer than others. Let me check my bobbin. This bag, I would say it takes a little less than 2 hours. Oh, I'm good. But then like a bag over here, this bag right here can take like up to 3 hours. So it really just depends. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. Okay. just got to manhandle it. So that's the top stitching right here. Gonna clip my thread where I started. Oh, thanks, Megan. All right. So there is the top stitching all the way around. I'm going to add a mark on the side where my connectors go. Just gonna make sure I get nice and centered. Hey, Frida. Isn't it adorable? I love this pattern. Okay. Grab my hardware, grab my rivets. Where we knotted them off on the back, that's going to be closest to the bag so you don't see it. So for example, that's where we knotted it off. When we close it, it's going to be on the other side of the bag, so it's not on the outside, so you won't see it. So I'm going to put my rivet through. Okay, so the pattern calls for just one rivet, and it's fine, but I add another one on top of it just to secure it, ensure that we don't have any problems with the functionality or the longevity of the bag. So I just kind of center it above, about a ½ inch above it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Make sure it's straight. All right, she is all done. And all we have to do now is make the crossbody strap. This is what she looks like. Here is the shoulder strap. We made this at the very beginning. It's the cutest little bag. And then on the inside, you have a little card holder. Let me add, I think I'm going to add my brand right here. So if you notice, I normally add a nameplate right on the front of it, but I didn't want to mess up the print. So I'm just going to add one up there. Let's go like this. It's so adorable. I think this is the first time that I've ever made this pattern. Isn't it adorable? So this is just going to be on the zipper, just to give you a little extra to grab onto when you're opening up the bag. This is just going to be on the zipper, just to give you a little extra to grab onto when you're opening up the bag. There we go. Alright, let's make the crossbody strap, which I picked this red. I think it would just go really well. And again, it's detachable, so if you just want to wear it around your shoulder, you can wear it this way. And then if you want to wear it crossbody, you can take this off and you can put the crossbody strap on. So let me go ahead and make this. Aries has 2 small BBs on the, yeah, I know. I might add that on here too. We'll see. Let's see how I feel when I'm done. Do you like the BBs on the zipper that you got because it helps to open it up easier, or you just like the little extra razzle dazzle? Both. This air conditioner is terrible. Okay. We put on snap. The horse one is available. When I came on live, it was available. And we do a double fold. So fold one time and then fold over again. Okay. Here is what it looks like with the crossbody. There we go. Love. So you can wear it crossbody or over your shoulder. Both of the straps are removable. Let me go ahead and add a little razzle dazzle to the back. You guys think I should use black or white? So here's what it would look like with the black. And then the white. I think the white might stand out a little bit more. Because, I don't know. So it'll be on the pool. Black. Everyone's saying black. Now everyone's saying white. White, white, white. Black, black, white. Oh my gosh, it's like a mixed. You know what I can do? I can do one white, one black. I feel like it's like dead even. So let's do one white, one black. One white, one black. I feel like it's like dead even. So let's do one white, one black. It was like dead even. Okay. There we go. Not bad. It does give it a little razzle dazzle, don't it? I think both of them would have been fine. If I would have done a white, I think that would have been fine. I think black probably would have popped just a little bit more just because it's hanging down along the white. But it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take a photo of this, and then I'm going to put it on my website. I have 2 of them available. First come, first serve. So let me take a picture. Make sure my toes aren't in it. Alrighty. Let me add it to the website. Let's go, Aries. I think I'll just name this teacher Aries. We'll go here. We will duplicate that one. Teacher. All right. While I'm doing this, I normally do live sewing Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday is going to be like a bonus day. If you want to watch any of my previous lives, I do upload those to YouTube. So if you go to my TikTok page, Butterbags, or my TikTok by clicking on the BB up here, underneath the follow button, there's the Instagram icon. It has my Instagram as well as my YouTube, so you can follow me there. Instagram or YouTube or both. But if you'd like to watch any previous sewing that I've done live, it's on my YouTube. Okay, it's undone. The picture is upside down, but that's fine. I'll take actual pictures once I'm done. Let me take a picture of the inside. Let's see, do photo. All right, let me take a new photo. It's not upside down. And my mail hasn't gone out yet today. It's only 11:14 here. So if you purchase this now, it'll go out in the mail today. That's a little bit better. Yeah. So that's what it looks like on the website. There's 2 available. Okay. And she is active. All right, so if you'd like to purchase this bag, it's available on my website. I'm gonna hop off. I gotta go have lunch, but I will be back on tomorrow, probably right around this time. Let me see if I missed any questions. There we go. All right, y'all have a great afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.